Nalin Kohli, in your opening remarks, is this psychological warfare? The manner in which the BJP has toppled the government in Maharashtra, is this now being seen as part of this attempt to send out a message that we are creating an opposition Mukt Bharat slowly but steadily?
First, Rajdeep, I don't buy this argument that the BJP is sitting and working on some psychological warfare. This is a topic of your choice. Some people would say you're not even fond of the BJP. And you're entitled not to be if you wish to be so. And the point is that who are we to decide what you'd like to be? The fact of the matter is, let's approach it. Principally, what Ketkarji says is correct. You don't write off an election till the election is over, the last vote is counted. And that's correct as a principle. But then the ground realities and the track record of the BJP's performance as being poised to win 2024 would be evident repeatedly. The same what Yogendra ji says, and I must say that I've always respected Yogendra ji as a psephologist. We've been on shows together. But once you come into politics, then that psephology loses its objectivity. So whatever Yogendra ji has said now, projecting for the future, is the same script I've heard for the UP elections, I've heard it for the 19 elections, and I heard it before the 19 elections. So there is a script that the opposition hopes. That is a script based on hope that the Modi wave will die out because of many factors. But the Modi wave is based on a delivery model that focuses in delivering things to people. And that's what even the Uttar Pradesh result is. There is a class of beneficiaries now who have seen the benefit reach them of a governance model that has eliminated intermediaries and therefore also eliminated corruption. Now, let me give an example of, say, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, 80 crore people targeted for food grains. People say there was theft in it, etc. But a large part went there. Ultimately, not a starvation death. It's a huge achievement in COVID. And the economy is not in a mess, as Yogendra ji would say, because of the self-making of the Modi government, but rather in just so that we don't forget, we are in a post-COVID world where COVID is not wiped out. We are seeing what's happening with the external factors, yet the Indian currency is doing better than other currencies. Inflation is more under control than other economies. And broadly, the fundamentals are being recognized as being far better than several other over 100 or plus countries, maybe 150. So I think there are two arguments to close this. One is the opposition's arguments of fighting it on hope and aspiration, and so be it. And the other is fighting an election on the ground. The BJP is focusing on the elections on the ground. The others are interested in fighting it in their heads. So be it. We welcome that fight.
Okay, so your opening remarks, Professor Shastri, do you believe that we are being premature in a country particularly like India, where a week can be a long time in politics, to even suggest today that because of all that's happened in the last month or over the last 6 months, 2024 appears a done deal for the BJP?
Rajdeep, a lot of deals appear done, but a lot of deals could also be undone over time. We still have 20 months to go, Rajdeep, for the national election to happen. I would concede the point that the BJP looks clearly 2 steps ahead of the opposition. The BJP clearly is having an advantage. But would it be able to retain this advantage over a 20-month period, especially when it is completing 2 terms? I think will be an interesting question to watch. Rajdeep, let's remember that in January, February 2019, we were talking of anti-incumbency against the BJP government. Balakot happens and then everything changes subsequent to that. So I think while the BJP seems to be at an advantage at the present point of time, and the opposition does not seem to be getting its act together, I would pause for a moment and not rush to say it's a done deal, but would say that the BJP clearly has an advantage, but a lot could happen in the next 20 months.